Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Colin Hexer here, and today we're obviously doing something different once again. So, every month or something else, right? So, today what I have right here on my screen right now is my photographs. So, it's been a year since I've been going out taking photographs, and it's currently raining right now. So I guess it's kind of a chill sort of video. It's just a lot of thunder, and it's a relief that it's actually raining because it's been a very dry season and global warming and all that. So yeah. Typically, I guess I don't know. I've never seen this format of videos before where people go through photographs, but I thought it might be a nice video, and I mean, let's just not pretend that. I mean, I'm thinking of videos I want to do like a steam up here right now. I'm gonna quit that, I guess. So, and I've been thinking of what kind of videos I want to do, and I guess I'll just do this because I have quite a number of photographs and no one's ever seen them, and I guess why not put it on my YouTube when no one's gonna ever see it too. So let's just begin, I guess. I'll just take it from here. And so typically what I do is I pick a day and I go out to a park or somewhere I've never been to before. Singapore is quite small, I'm just saying right now. Very ominous, but yeah, Singapore is quite small, so there isn't a lot that you can go and see. So right here I've got a couple of beach shots and shoreline shots, and what I would do is I'll go to these places and walk around. And here is I think this was taken in Fort Canning Park. I'll put out some pictures and put out some context in post. So yeah, so I was at Fort Canning Park, and it's basically a war memorial site, and I was walking along it, and this was taken towards the end of the walk. I actually started from here, walked along here all the way, and there's a mall here, and there's a boardwalk that takes you to the tourist area. I think it was like Sentosa, and then Fort Canning is on the other side. So yeah, I think this was one of the earlier photographs I took. There's no post-processing almost, and it's just not a very good picture, I don't think. It's just, I don't know, I'm not a professional photographer. I've never taken any lessons, but in a general sense, I guess this photo isn't that good. There's just no focus, I guess. You've got this like pretty nice building on this side, and there's this weird radio tower here, I guess. I must say that the photo quality is not very good because I took it on my phone, and I don't have like a DSLR or mirror camera or whatever. So if I zoom in, it's all pixelated and cracked. And yeah, so let's move on to the next picture, I guess. I think this is a different picture. This is on Sentosa too, and again, there's no focus or anything. I just walked right up to a shore and took a photo. I still kind of like this photo though, because you've got the sky at the top, the sea in the middle, and then there's the grass here. And there's like a nice divide, and one of the things that I'm a stickler for is making it straight. And I think this is pretty straight. You can see it aligns up to the thing at the top, and it's not that straight, but I mean, I tried my best. But anyway, I remember this, it was raining and I was standing at quite near the edge, and I was terrified I was going to fall in, but it was alright, I guess. And this is one of the later photos, and I had a lot of trouble taking this photo, and just because there's a lot of litter here and crap like that. And the grass isn't even that nice. I'm gonna tell you this right now, the beaches are fucking disgusting. Like, besides the litter, look at this thing, there's like grass patches and shit like that. This also is Sentosa. This was at Changi, I think. Yes, I mean, I don't know why I'm pretending I don't know this place. So it's like the back of my hand, but this was taken in Changi Beach, I guess. And I remember, like, I went here with my friend, and we were playing I Spy there because we were so fucking bored. Like, we went there too early, and it was way too early for like dinner, and we planned to have dinner after that. But yeah, so we played I Spy for an hour because we were fucking dumb, and it was great fun, I guess. And while he was thinking about what he was going to say, I was taking this photograph, and I was thinking like, what's the best way to frame it? Because I think I like the composition again. Like, I like these kind of pictures where you have like contrasting terrain, I guess. So you have the sky, the sea, and the sand. And that's kind of why I grouped them together, because they're all in the shore pictures. And this one is slightly more interesting, and I tried to frame it with the wooden sort of boardwalk we were walking on. You know, all these sort of yachts, and lightning just flashed, so there you go. So there are all these yachts, and I was wondering like who owned these yachts, because it was like in the most in Singapore you call it ulu, but in English I guess you call it out of place, I guess. Like it's like super far out, and like these are all just dingy yachts, and it's not like super glamorized, I guess. So I guess that's what's cool about these yachts. It's kind of like old school stuff, but what I didn't like was that there was litter here, and I was so pissed when I got home and I checked, and I saw that there was litter there, and it's just awful, like the shit people throw at the beach. Like. So there's another photograph. This is one of my favorite photographs, because like the colors is just very interesting. Like the boardwalk is kind of greyish, and then there's like these reddish rocks around here. And there's no litter here, which is fantastic. There's a weird pipe sticking out, I think. Yeah, it's not a pipe, I guess. It's like a sort of wooden stump or something. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, I find this. I know. I just like this picture. I have it on my background and stuff. And I didn't do any post processing either. Like I think I adjusted it. So basically, what I did was there's this feature on my S8, and if you want to learn photography, I guess with a phone and you're super cheapo, I guess like there's on my Android S8, there's like this function that says if you take this photo in Pro mode, it will save it as a RAW file, and then you can add it to Lightroom. And I have this suite of Adobe apps that comes with my school, so I just basically just cheapoed out again. So I use my S8 to take this photograph, and then I put it in Lightroom, and then that's it. So yeah, this was still at Changi Beach. So was the other photo. So I found this quite interesting anyway, and it was really out of place. Like it took us fucking forever to get there. But this is another photograph. I don't really like this photograph. I think it was a bit wasted, because I like to do this kind of out of focus shots, but I guess it's kind of interesting. You have this odd looking rock, and there's all these yachts out of focus, and I suppose there should be something more interesting here, but there really isn't. It's just this really weird red rock, and like this weird netting, and then there's this rock. But and I actually almost killed myself taking this photograph, because I was squatting on like one of these odd shaped rocks, and I had to climb over the like get off the boardwalk and all that crap, man. And my friend was like super worried. He's like, "Are you sure you want to take this photograph?" I was like, "Fuck yes!" I came all the way out here, 2 hours just to get here. I'm gonna take a fucking photograph. And it's fucking botched. Like it was fucking awful. But yeah, this photograph, I remember this. It was also on the boardwalk, and I guess what I really liked was the rocks. Like they had all these textures and this moss, and they were really interesting to look at. And I remember this because someone had actually opened up a box, a earpiece in a box, and dropped the fucking package over here, so out of shot, rightfully so. And I was like, what the actual fuck? It's like this most out of place area, and someone actually opened the box containing a earpiece and then dropped it in here for some goddamn reason. Like it's so fucking bizarre. But what I also like was that the water is kind of clear, and yeah, it was kind of a very fruitful day. I took a lot of photographs, and this one was not at Changi anymore. This was the kind of boardwalk over here. If you go here, and there's like a park behind this sort of thing here. So that was where this was. It was 2 different days, I guess. So this one I took a couple of weeks back. I took a lot of photographs trying to get like the splashes right and stuff. But I don't know. Are these photos good? I'm not sure. I'm not a photographer, and I mean the problem is like me doing things that no one actually tells me whether I'm doing anything right or not. And the problem is also that no one cares to tell me that if I'm doing anything right or not. So if you're a photographer and you somehow stumble upon this video, just shout and rant at me and tell me that photos are garbage. And I would love to hear some feedback and stuff. So yeah, this one has the pipe here and stuff, but I like the splash and the motion and stuff. I was taking like 50 photographs here and stuff like that, and I guess what I like was like all these rocks in this kind of seawall, I guess. It was kind of interesting, and yeah. So that was all the short photos I have. You can see there's a whole bunch of categories and stuff. I'm making good progress. It's like 10 minutes and I'm still on like the first folder. So this one's really interesting. Let me just open all of them out actually. So there we go. It's not become sign photo. So I was invited to the Microsoft office. I was not invited actually. It's just bullshit. But a couple of weeks ago, I was part of this event called YMAC, and basically what it was a conference. They invited people from ASEAN, which was like all the Southeast Asian countries like Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and all that. So I was chosen to do the social media for them, and I had a couple of teammates, and like I had a bad time with them. But anyway, hello, okay. So basically, I had to shadow all of these people and then like take sneaky photographs and stuff like that. But I was kind of distracted by the view. It was a very nice view. It was like the Microsoft building. Well, it wasn't a building. It was like an office tower or something like that, and it had like a couple of floors of it. But it was really nice. You get this like nice vantage and viewpoint, and a lot of people say the Singaporean skyline is really good, and I guess you can agree with that by looking at some of these. I don't like the fact that that you can see that the logo of the building here. It looks like an advertisement or whatever. But anyway, here are some of the other photographs over here. This CapitaLand over here, and I think it's the Bank of China. There's another logo, Scott Building or something like that. I've actually never zoomed in on these logos, but yeah, I like the skyline, and you'll actually see that I've actually post-processed this, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But anyway, here is the last one, and this is like the tourist trap area. There's the Marina Bay Sands, there's the shops, and over here is Gardens by the Bay, but I didn't manage to capture that. And I think this is, I'm not sure actually, is this the MRT station for Bayfront? But anyway, here's like the cargo stuff over back here, and yeah, so, oh wait, Gardens by the Bay is over here. What am I talking about? You can see the super trees here. That's how you can tell the super trees, yeah. So what I did was I put it in black and white, and I kind of make the edges softer. I was trying to make it like kind of dreamy, and I'm not sure if this was the right post-processing thing to do, and it kind of degraded quality a little bit. Like I can see some of the stripes and stuff that you normally get when it's super low quality. But anyway, this was like, I kind of like these photos a lot, but again, I'm not sure if I'm like fucking bogus when it comes to photography. But yeah, so if you look over here, there's some construction over there, and I guess that's kind of nice. I guess it's like the skyscrapers are trying to hide it. So I took this on the same journey. Like the conference took place over 5 days, and I had to stay at the hotel and stuff. And at night they had like, on 2 days they had 2 nights that they let you go out free and easy, explore the city a little bit, and because I was native. And I tell you what, actually, I was more interested in the city as a native compared to the delegates who came from overseas. Like I was actually going out and looking at all this crap, and like other people were like not that interested. They went back to the hotel and stuff. But anyway, so I came to this wet market, and what this wet market is basically early in the morning it opens, and lots of fresh food and fresh fish, lots of aunties shouting and bargaining and haggling over the food. But I came here at night. It was like 7 PM. It was freaking dead. And so what happened was that I decided to walk around and take a couple of pictures. If they open, there we go. Yes. There we go. So I took a few pictures. I'm not sure if they are any good. I'm not quite sure about these photos. It was really late at night. I was super tired, and I couldn't process a thing for photographing. But what I kind of liked was that it was very chaotic. You have all these simple colors, basically white styrofoam boxes, the red plastic bags, the kind of moldy towels and shit like that. Then all of these dull and hollow shades and kind of these old school things. And I experimented with the out of focus shots again. Over here, there's like a contrast between like all this old school stuff and like the new kind of signage. I also experimented with this photo. I'm trying to take a shot down, but it wasn't that good. Like you can see, like the colors are drastically different. It's more grey and there's much less colors. And yeah, these two photos are a bit weird. I took this photo because like it looks like a serial killer kind of place with all the bodies over here and stuff. But I realized there was like a signage here, and I guess it kind of takes the atmosphere out of it or something like that, some bogus literature shit. I'm really good at bullshitting, by the way. I was taught my class for literature and in secondary 4, which is like when you're 16 years old, so whatever equivalent that is in your country. So basically literature is basically you reading a book and bullshitting. So I'm very good at bullshitting, so don't ever trust a word of what I say. So these photos I like a lot. This was one of my favorite photos. Like I don't quite know. Oh yeah, I completely neglected to tell you where all these photographs were. So backtrack a little bit. Microsoft Building, and then this was at Tiong Bahru Market. So let's go back here actually. There we go. So this was at where was it? Pasir Ris Park. That's right. It was the same day as when I took the Shaw photos at Changi. So they were kind of close by, and yeah. So this photograph, I'm not quite sure what I did, but apparently when I got home, I looked at this photo again. I was like, "Fuck, this is a really good photograph." I like the fact that the angles are kind of different. One that is facing the sun, one that is facing towards me, and I don't know. There's something about this photograph that I really like. That really gives me a heart on. But anyway, these two photographs are different from a different date. And it was for a really disastrous day, but I managed to take some decent photographs. I don't really like this photograph. I'm not sure why. I think it's too straight, I guess. But what I really like about this photograph, you can see all these little lights around here, and it's really nice flowers, I guess. You can see like, all the nice details. Over here it's kind of nice, I guess, but it's too white, I guess. It's like too blown out or something. I'm not sure. Something off about this photograph. But again, it's kind of nice, right? It's like the white, the pink divide, and it's a green. I don't know. I guess I really like equivalent stuff. Like equal parts, I guess. I'm not quite sure. These photographs are awful, by the way. I'm not sure why I keep them, but some days okay, some days I'm not. So we'll go through them together, I guess. There we go. It's opening it like this way. Why, man? Okay, so anyway, I went with my family to night safari, and there was this okay, basically what a night safari is a zoo that you visit in the night time, and you see all sorts of nocturnal animals and animals roaming at nights. So one of the key features was you getting this tram, and there was an announcer telling you this is the tapir. I believe this is a tapir, and it'll tell you commentary and stuff, and you'll go through this safari, and you can see open enclosures, and animals come right close to the tram. But it was so dark, and the tram was moving so quick, I couldn't take any good photographs at all. But I kind of like this photograph. It's kind of ambiguous, kind of like ghostly animals. You can see this tiger here was jumping and shit. I was trying to take a photograph, and there's also I have no clue what this is. Is it a sea animal? I don't know. There's a bit of like the white diaper is wearing. So this is a bit like Tepig actually. Shit, is this actually the inspiration for the Pokemon Tepig? Oh fuck. Realizations. Anyway, crocodile photo. I kind of like this photo because of like the foam and stuff, but again, it's not very focused and you can't really see anything. It's kind of murky. This is a deer or an antelope or something. It's neither. I forgot the name for these. It was the name is failing me right now. If I find it, I'll put it in post. But this is one of my favorite photographs. It's still a little bit blurry and murky, but I kind of like the warm feeling it gives. There's this pangolin curled up, and fun fact, I believe pangolins were hunted in China because they actually developed nature's Viagra or something like that. They would do something to the penis or whatever, but that's why they're hunted. They're not extinct anyway. I think they're native to my country, and my local shopping mall has a pangolin statue that you can donate money and goes to penguin conservatory and stuff like that. And here's a pixel in the middle. I don't really like this because there's like this pixel in the middle. I don't think it's too much trouble getting it off in Photoshop. But it's there, and it's just like a reflection or something. But yeah, I like this photo. It's like this burrow, and the display was basically like a cross section of his enclosure. So there's this underground area, and above ground there's a bit of grass and stuff for him to wander in. I'm kind of like that, I guess. Night Safari, the place itself is kind of 50-50, I guess. If it takes luck, I guess, because most of the time you're like craning your neck trying to find the fucking animal, because it's either asleep, hiding in the shadows, or just in the tree somewhere. But yeah, this we'll do the next section. It's only 3 photographs anyway. These photographs were much more recent. This was taken again in this in this area over here. I came back to this area. I don't know why. It's a really great area. So post-processing has been done, as you can see. I enhanced the greens and drew back the grays. I'm not sure if this is a good photograph. I was experimenting and stuff, but I kind of like that. It really enhanced like the green colors and make it kind of look like they were popping up, I guess. So I noticed like there was like this hole and there was this grass coming out, and I decided to take a photograph of that. And funny story, I was coming into this corridor from here, and it was coming out. It was chickens right above this wall here, and it clacked as soon as I stepped in. It scared the shit out of me. I almost dropped my phone because I was so focused on this thing. I was coming closer on it. But yeah, that's a funny story, I guess. A lot of chickens in Singapore actually. Even at Pasir Ris Park, I was talking about so many fucking chickens. So here also, I almost dropped my phone in, by the way, trying to take this photograph and trying to align it straight. And I guess I also like this kind of linear and straight, and then there's like this curve, and it's this like kind of looks like this really wet blanket. It's kind of a wet fabric, not blanket, it's like satin fabric or something like that. There's also this patch of grass that's growing out here in this impossible area. So I also enhanced the greens a little bit, not too much, because this area is also green, and I kind of like this photo the way it is. And the final photograph here is one of my favorites. Like I said, the rock wall is super interesting. Like the rock is just, I don't know, it's something about the rock that appeals to me. There's multiple colors and layers, and inside here is a bit of grass and there's some white sand. For some reason, instead I put a seesaw here. In my 2 visits here, I've never seen a single family walking through here. I've never seen anybody using the seesaw. It's just so out of place here. And opposite here is actually the view here. The view here, so it's kind of over here at and it overlooks the bay area here. So there's that. So yeah, these are my favorite photos ever. I'm not sure. That's part 1 of this video, I guess. Because maybe I'm not going to put like an hour-long video, and it's gonna take freaking forever to convert all the crap. So let me know. Are you interested in photography? Are these videos okay? Should I take more photographs? What am I doing with my photographs? And what am I doing right with my photographs? Am I doing anything right at all? And which photograph is your favorite? And yeah, you might have noticed that my photograph technique is like really odd. Like I'll take the photos of strangers, things ever. I'll go into like the oddest areas to take photographs. But yeah, that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it somehow, and I'll see you guys next time.